Why do people miss someone who hurt them? Have you ever noticed something strange with the person who hurt you the most? One who made you cry, the one who broke your trust is often the same person you miss the most, and then you start questioning yourself. Do I miss them? What is wrong with me? How can I miss someone who caused me so much pain? If you have ever felt this way, I want you to understand something. There is nothing wrong with what you are feeling. Is not weakness, it is psychology. When we become emotionally attached to someone, our brain does not operate on logic. Attachment is biological. Very time that person texted you, called you, said something sweet, looked at you in a way that made you feel special, your brain released dopamine. Dopamine is the chemical responsible for pleasure and reward. Slow, that person stopped being just a persona, became a habit. They became part of your daily routine, part of your emotional stability. Their good morning message, their voice after a long day, the way they reassured you, the way they made you feel, that became wired into your nervous system. So when they leave, it does not just feel like heartbreak, it feels like withdrawal. Your brain is craving the emotional high it used to get from them. You are not only missing the person, you are missing the chemical pattern your brain got used to. Let us go deeper. Some relationships are not just love, they are a mix of love and pain. Some days they made you feel like the most important person in the world, and other days they ignored you, dismissed you, made you feel small. The combination of affection and hurt creates something psychologists call a trauma bond. When someone hurts you and then gives you love again, your brain becomes confused. It starts believing that if you just try harder, if you become more patient, if you fix yourself, you will finally get the loving version of them permanently. And every time they show a small amount of affection, after pain, it feels more powerful than normal love because your nervous system was in distress, and they became the relief. That cycle creates emotional dependency. So when they leave, you do not just miss them, you miss the relief, you miss the hope, you miss the possibility that maybe this time it would have been different. But most of the time you do not miss the person as they truly were. You miss the potential, miss the promises, miss the future we imagined. You are not only grieving a relationship, you are grieving a fantasized trips you talked about, life you planned forever. You believed in, even if the reality was inconsistent, even if you were anxious more than you were peaceful, and if deep down you felt unsafe, your mind still holds on to the dream, and losing a dream hurts deeply. Another powerful reason you miss someone who hurt you is lack of closure. Humans need answers, want to understand why did they change? Was I not in all? Was any of it real? Did they ever truly love Melvin? There is no clear ending. Your brain keeps replaying memory stream to solve the puzzle. Light keeps going back to them, not because you enjoy pain, but because your mind wants completion. Until you give yourself closer, you may continue to feel attached. There is also something uncomfortable, but home, and sometimes we do not miss the person, we miss how they made us feel about ourselves. One Tedris, someone leaves or rejects you, it can damage our self-worth, and suddenly it feels like we need them to choose us again or prove that we are enough. This is not love, this is validation seeking. Your brain starts treating their attention like proof of your value. So when they are gone, it feels like your value disappeared too, but your worth was never in their hands. It only felt that way because you attached your identity to their presence. Other is another reason letting go feels so hard. Your brain is wired to seek familiarity. Even if something hurts you, if it is familiar, your nervous system still feels safer with it. That with the unknown pain you recognize feels less frightening than peace you have never experienced it. So sometimes you are not missing them, you are missing the comfort of the known, even if that known included anxiety, overthinking at night, and constantly questioning yourself. A known future feels uncertain, and uncertainty creates fear. Your mind would rather go back to something predictable than if it was painful. This is why people return to unhealthy relationships. It because they enjoy suffering bit, because their nervous system prefers familiar chaos over unfamiliar calendar is also a psychological pattern called intermittent reinforcement then. Love and attention are given unpredictable, consistent life attachment becomes stronger. It is the same principle used in gambling. You never know when you will win, so you keep trying in relationships. When someone gives you love, only some of them mess you. Keep hoping the next good moment is coming, and when it comes it feels inseparable. It's addictive. It unpredictability creates deeper emotional hooks, so when they elevate your brain is still waiting for the next reward, still expecting the next message, next apologize, next moment of warmed hand. That waiting feels like missing them, but what you are actually experiencing is your brain breaking a psychological pattern. And breaking patterns takes time. Another truth is the sometimes we miss the version of ourselves we were with them. Maybe you were softer, more hopeful, more expressive, or I love you when they left. It felt like that version of you disappeared too, but that version of you was never created by a theme. It was always inside. Yeah, the only triggered. And you can access that version of yourself again without needing the person who hurt you. Missing someone who hurt you as part of the grieving process. You are grieving the love time. Therefore, the emotional investment grief does not only happen when someone dies, it happens when expectations die, when dreams collapse, when a chapter ends unexpectedly. Grief comes in waves. Some days you feel strong, some days you want to text them. Some nights you replay everything. That does not mean you are weakened. It does not mean you are moving backwards. It means you are healing. Healing is not linear. It is messy. It is emotional. It is confusing. But every time you choose not to go back, every time you choose self-respect over temporary comfort, you are rewiring your brain. You are teaching yourself that love should not feel like survival. The connection should not feel like anxiety. The consistency is not boring. It is safe, and safe love is healthy love. So if you still miss them, let yourself feel it. Do not shame yourself, but also remind yourself why it ended. Remind yourself of the nights you cried, times you felt unheard, the moments you questioned your worth. Missing someone is a feeling. Going back is a decision, and you have the power to choose different. Line day you will look back, and instead of missing them you will feel grateful. Grateful that it ended, grateful that you learned it, grateful that you did not settle, because sometimes the person who hurt you was not a loss. They were a lesson, and lessons are not meant to stay forever. They are meant to transform you.